name's Tater, and today, for all you booktubing lovelies out there, I have my October book haul. Yay! Now, I don't have a lot of books to show you, but what I do have to show you is exciting. See, I work minimum wage, and I don't really have the time or the money to go book shopping, which makes me really sad because I love book shopping is one of my favorite things. So, let's get started. I have a couple things that I ordered off a line, a book that was lent to me, and a book that I got at my Kmart. And I'm sorry if the lighting's kind of washing me out. It's cloudy outside because everyone's like, oh, you live in the mountains, it's going to snow, it's going to snow. And I'm like, it's 45 degrees outside, that's not cold enough for snow right now. But we don't know yet. So, let's get started with the first book that I bought from my Kmart, Revealed by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. This is the 11th book in the House of Night series. And if you don't know what the House of Night series is, the House of Night series is a it's like a book soap opera basically, but it's about teenagers get marked to be vampires, and vampires aren't this weird new thing. Being a vampire is kind of a cool thing. It's kind of an honor because a lot of actors and artists and musicians and poets and writers, lots of really artistic, cool people just happen to be vampires. The series follows the main character. Her name is Zoe, and she gets marked at her high school, and her entire world changes. So if you guys really enjoy like new, interesting books about vampires, because vampires are personally one of my favorite monsters in general, go ahead and check out the House of Night series. Like I said, this is the 11th, but there's only one more after this. So this would be a really good time to get into the series, because for all you avid readers out there, I know that getting into a series when it's still in its infancy is really annoying because you have to wait and wait and wait and wait till the next book comes out. But the first 11 of these have already come out, so just fill your year full of stupid teenage vampire gossip and whatnot. But these are really good books. This is Revealed. This is the 11th, and I got this for $16. It was on sale, and this is what it looks like without the dust jacket on. All these books, all the hardcovers look exactly the same. They still have the marks, and then the title of the book, and then the crescent moon. So, yep, that's one. And the chunk of my book haul here is going to be from things that I got off of bookoutlet.com. If you don't know what Book Outlet is this amazing website where you can get brand new books for disgustingly cheap, and disgusting in the good way, which is possible. So, you can get brand new books for like 75% off, and you can get brand new books that are slightly damaged for even cheaper than that, and that's what I did. So, let's get into that. The Fledgling Handbook 101 by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Like I said, this is another House of Night spin-off, and the cool thing about this book is it's supposed to be a textbook that all the new kids at the House of Night, which is a school that all the new vampires go to learn about being a vampire. There's really cool artwork and talking about like the marks and places for you to take notes about your journey through about being a vampire. So that's really cool. And the cover price on this is $12.99, and I got it for $1.49. So that's really cheap. This is a scratch and dent copy, and there's just a couple scratches on the front cover, which is not that big a deal. Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. This follows the story of a girl named Melinda, and she's at a party. Something goes wrong. She calls the police on the party, and she becomes an outcast, a pariah. And I'm pretty sure that she's gone into shock, so she doesn't talk. So, I've heard amazing things about this book, and I can't wait to read it. Cover price on this is $9.99 in the US, and I got it for $2.49. So, once again, a bargain. Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Wonder is about a kid. His name is Augie, and he's entering the 5th grade, I think. Yep. He's entering the 5th grade. This is the first time he's gone to a mainstream school because he has a face deformity, and he has a face deformity, and it has stopped him from being able to go to mainstream school, but he makes the decision that he wants to go to mainstream school, and this just follows his life, going to school and making people understand that just because he looks different doesn't mean he is different. He's just a regular kid like everybody else. And the only problem that was wrong with this one was there was a big old slit out of the dust jacket, but I don't travel with my books with the dust jacket on anyways. So this is what the book looks like without the dust jacket on. It's just blue and black. And this book was $16 US, and I got it for $6.49. So these are mostly scratch and dent. And yeah, I've wanted to read this book for a really long time because it seems like a cute story. And like I said, I love me some character development. I love me some coming of age stories. So, excuse me, I'm tripping over my words. So yeah, there's Wonder. And then Starters by Lisa Price. This is a dystopian novel about a girl named Callie. I don't know a whole lot about this book. I just cover lust because, dang, this book is pretty. She loses her parents and her brother is sick, and she has to find a way to make money to keep her family going. And there's something about getting paid to be somebody else, but I don't know about that yet because I haven't read the book. But once I read this book, I will tell you what that means, but I don't know yet. So, yeah, there's that. The minus the dust jacket, it's just another blue and gray. It's blue and gray. And cover price on this is $17.99, and I paid $3.49. So that's awesome. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna move this to where I can see it better. I got my invoice from Book Outlet in front of me. It's not working. So next I have The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. This book is a historical fiction set in Germany during World War II, so Nazi Germany. And it's about this little boy named Bruno, and his father is an officer in the Third Reich army, the Nazi army, and whatever. And his family has been moved to a mansion or a house right outside the border of a concentration camp. I'm not entirely sure which concentration camp, but once I read this, I will let you know. And so Bruno is bored, and he's playing in the forest in the back of his house, and he goes a little too far and finds a fence. And behind that fence is a boy in striped clothing, routed clothing, behind that fence, and Bruno befriends this boy, and turns out that the boy is a prisoner in this concentration camp. So this sounds like a really heart-wrenching story. I've wanted to read it ever since the movie trailer. I first saw the movie trailer. So this just sounded like a wonderful thing to read. So yeah, I can't wait to get started on that. And then the last book I got from Book Outlet is Before I Die by Jenny Downham. I've already read this book, and I freaking loved it, but I borrowed it from the library, and I wanted my own copy. So this book follows a 16-year-old girl. Her name is Tessa, and she's dying of cancer. And she has a list of things she wants to do before she dies. And one of those things is have sex and then get arrested and steal something. And it's a really, really wonderful, sad coming-of-age story. And for those of you who enjoyed The Fault in Our Stars, you're going to love this. It's set in Britain, so some of the slang is hard to pick up on if you don't normally read modern British literature. But this is a really, really, really good book, and I recommend it to anyone who enjoys sad books. Because it's really sad, but it's also really sweet because she does fall in love, and it's a really beautiful story. And Tessa's voice, I really love her voice, and yeah, it's a really, really good book, so I recommend it to anyone. And then the last book that I'm conglomerating in with this book haul is a book that I am borrowing from my boyfriend. He has been bugging me to read this book since he bought it himself and got halfway through. I thought, you know, it's getting colder outside. This story revolves around winter. And I love reading depressing books when it's cold outside because I'm cold on the outside, might as well be cold on the inside. So that book is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. This is a post-apocalyptic novel about, and it follows the journey of a father and his son. They do not have names in the book. They aren't mentioned, and I've heard really good things about this this book. Excuse me, there was a movie made out of it. That's why. It's a movie based off of it, starring Viggo Mortensen, who, if you've seen the Lord of the Rings movie, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, he's looking good for his age still. But this follows the journey of a father and his son. So it's set in America. They're trekking across the country to get to the other side because they've heard that it's not winter on the West Coast. I'm pretty sure that's the thing here. And I've heard that this book is also written in shorthand, so for those people who enjoy different writing styles, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be a good book for you. I'm really excited to read this, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I love sad stories, and post-apocalyptic novels and dystopian novels are a few of my favorite genres. So there's that. And this wraps up my book haul for October. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will be here soon with a wrap-up, even though, honestly, there's not much to wrap up because I haven't gotten much done reading-wise in October, but I'll talk about the book that I actually finished, and the book that I started, and the books that I'm probably, hopefully, maybe going to read in November. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.